Oh wow, we're here at Mamushka's and we're just walking around and we're going to show you our artwork. You know, we have Art Basel coming in really soon in December, so don't miss it. We're going to have eclectic artwork from pop artists from Philadelphia. We're also going to have Doc Film Festival. We're also going to have all the artists that are young, innovative, and also coming in soon. We have bands, we have music videos, and we also have a lot of other artiments, which is cafe, food, and a lot of other artwork that is just incredible. We have Asian art, Cuban art, we have pop art, and we dedicate ourselves just to enjoying everything that you need, which means film, commercials, and we also have everything that has to do with the entertainment world. The entertainment world is a very interesting thing. Why? Because we can have indie bands, we can have celebrities, we can have Latin jazz, we can also have all kinds of people that come in at Mamushka's. I'm going to show you a little bit about my artwork and what it's about. Come join me, please. We dedicate ourselves to Asian art, and this is one of our pieces that we have on display right now. And this is a guru. Gurus are a fantastic situation because they're Hindu and they have also all kinds of mystical situations. The mystical is what is all Mamushka about, because we're a mystical place. We're an eclectic place that comes around and goes around. But whatever you find here is only unique, one of a kind. This is my artwork. This piece is called El Bosque de tu Amor. Why? Because it's the forest of your love. And I created this because I thought that all the forests in the United States of America were getting burned. And I made a ghost that amplified what was significant about cutting plants, about destroying and making paper. Paper is important because still books are very important to me. But I decided to paint that as the love of my forest, because the love of my forest is part of being an American and being of American heritage and of immigrants that come here to become something. America is the land of the dream. This is another piece of mine, and it's called La Negra. And it's actually something that has to do with Santana, because it has to do with everything that has Aunt Jemima. You remember in the 1950s when you used to see Aunt Jemima and you used to have the pancakes and your mom would put them in the pancakes, and we go back to the 50s, and this is what I made. So I put together this piece, which women have no voice, and this is for women, especially for women. So we have in back, we have the barrier that is also the blood that we can bear children. Without you guys, you don't exist, and we don't exist, because we are the carriers of communication. And this is one of the reasons that I did this. And all the chicken before it came, the egg, well, we explained that. And it's a relieve, which means when you touch it, you can feel it. And also we have the tree of life. The tree of life, which has the fish, has the birds, and has what the Anunnakis invented, which are the Anunnakis of the other planets. The Anunnakis were the ones that came into another area of life, and they decided to come into the world, and in the dinosaur time, they also pulled in a great explosive, and only the little mammals were the only ones that existed. This is a beautiful piece. It's 1 ton marble, it's Venetian, it's all in lace, and it comes from Italy. This piece is also my piece. My pieces are shown in 3D, in the LTG, in the tourism, and this is Los Tres Primos. I know I'm very Caribbean. I have never been in Havana. I was only born there, but I was never there. And it has a lot of tropical flavor to it. This other piece, I did this piece when Elian came in. Elian was a child, and his mother died in the water. And I have been always very excited how Cuban people will throw themselves to the sharks, and the regiment says, oh, it's a good thing. And I always was very intrigued by that community, because that was a very challenging time of the Cuban people that came in, and I didn't understand that. I come from an aristocratic family that is Jose Lezama Lima. He is a very renowned literature novelist and poet. And in Havana, there is a museum that is called In My House de Jose Lezama Lima. And I'm the niece of Jose Lezama Lima. He's my godfather. And we had the 11 artists were the avant-garde artists of Havana. My uncle used to own a radio station, and my father used to have a television station called El Boletín Deportivo. It was about sports, so he would come to United States and get the boxing matches and get the race car drivers and get all that in the 50s. This is also a beautiful piece. It also has the Mercedes, and it also has the birds that go up to the sky and take care of everybody. It has also the finger of literature in my group of my family, and it also has the mermaids. The reason why I always paint mermaids is because when I was a young child, I went to Le Moulin Rouge in Paris, and there was a fabulous show in Le Moulin Rouge, which I never forgot. I was 8 years old, and my father and mother invited me to go, and they paid the gentleman to let me in, and I saw a wonderful act. It was so incredible. The act was a whirlpool that came outside. There was a dolphin, and there was a mermaid, and the mermaid got naked. And who took off the clothes? The dolphin. So I said to my dad, that's what I want to do for a living. He says, oh my God, no, not that. And that's one of the reasons why I experience always the mermaids, because it was a very big impression on my childhood as a young child in Le Moulin Rouge in Paris. These are the Three Ladies of Eve, and I think it has the Three Ladies of Eve. Also, it also has the mermaid, and the Three Ladies of Eve have everything that you need. It also has the birds. It has the bird of freedom. It has the snake, which are all the secrets and lies that men give you. This is when I was in the Pinnacle. I had my own museum in the Pinnacle. And this was my fantastic life there, because I had all kinds of hawks, all kinds of birds, and the hawks will kill the birds. I didn't know that, so I would wake up in the morning and I would have birds decapitated. So it was a little bit gothic, I think. And this is how I did this piece. And this piece has a lot of intriguity, because it also has a little bit of mystery. It has a little bit of depth. It has a little bit of also Israeli Gothic, and it has everything put together at the same time. This is my other piece. The other piece is like the moon. The moon is like a special planet. All the moons in the planets are very special. And I'll explain why. Because they're all made by different kinds of atmospheres. Most people don't know that we have several moons, and some moons are intrigued with water. Some of them are intrigued with fire. Some are intrigued with global. Some of them have half and half. And everywhere that there is water or fire or anything like that, that means that there was life there. So I exclude myself and include myself in this kind of artwork. The artwork is very important to me. I always do my mermaids. I do a lot of birds and a lot of intriguing things that have to do with nature. I love nature. Nature is so important to me. And I feel like we don't take enough care of our nature and our environment. And that's one of the reasons why I do this. I want to show my artwork as an eclectic. It's sort of Miro, it has Frida Kahlo, it has a lot of mystic in it also. But I enjoy for people to enjoy my art. I also do other types of art, which is etc. etc. We'll be going back to that. This is a piece that a French gentleman really told me something so fabulous. But I said, you know, you have like Van Gogh's flowers, and I said, really? And it's called El Remolino del Bollo. You know why? Because it's a torment, but really it has to do with the personal parts of a woman. In Spanish, bollo means a bad word if it's made in another language, but in Spanish it means just a bread. So it means that everything involved with a woman is like a revolution, because we're the ones that really put out there a revolution. We are the communicators of life. And I just wanted you to know that, especially from me to Mamushka, we love you. We want you to come back.